Welcome Bellas and Bellas back to my channel. I am your friend Shey Bella, and if you're new to my channel, I hope you sit back and relax and maybe get something to eat because it's another cravings video. It's what I'm craving. Hey, I love to watch people eat and I love to give story time. So tonight I'm craving salmon. We are having blackened salmon salad and a creamy dressing with green onions, and it is a delight. It's one of my favorite things. I'm obsessed with it lately. And then I have Ritz crackers, of course, and then some Funyuns because your girl is craving some salt. So let's get some fresh black pepper. And today we're gonna get down and get into the scoop. So get something comfortable. Sit down and get comfortable. Get something yummy to eat, and let's get into another cravings video. Seen short term, and let's say this was our second date. So he gave me an ultimatum after a second date. Stay tuned if you want to hear all the deets. And Bellas, let's get into the story. But first, I have to thank you all. Bellas and Bellos, you are my babies. I love you. I love you. We are doing this. We are at 680. Want to give you great material. So please continue to share. We're doing this together. It's all about good people. I already know you're following me. I'm a nice person. I have a good heart. I know you're a good person, and you're good-hearted person with a beautiful big heart. So please continue to share me. Please continue to come and watch this video. We're almost there. Let's get to 1,000 and we'll continue the journey, and we're gonna get there together. All right, enough of all that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so grateful. I'm so grateful. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so now back to, if you haven't seen the first part on how I snuck my brother and sister-in-law, I know, on our date, maybe that was my karma. I don't know. But it was on a blind date during quarantine. We're still during quarantine. But, I did not know him, and I was not about to go hiking on a secluded, crazy mountain hike with no protection. Okay? So it was kind of like a tuna salad. My allergies, have anyone's allergies going crazy? Because now, the fall leaves are falling, and the seasonal allergy stuff is not fun. So, check out that video if you haven't seen it so you can get in all the information. And now you're on part 2 on how I had an ultimatum. So let's get to date 2. Okay. Date 1 was cool. All right, he seemed like really good energy. Good people, I guess, to get to a date number 2. I was like, okay, I'm feeling you enough, okay? So, I thought, let's have a picnic. What else can you do? There was no patios open at that time. There was no restaurants opening at that time. Picnic. My bestie and her husband, they own, listen carefully because I'm giving you some good details when you come into San Francisco. They own Limoncello. And it's a high-end Italian deli with beautiful meats and cheeses and gelato and drinks and desserts and anything you can think of they have, right? All custom. You can shop and buy pastas and pate, everything. So I thought, okay, let's go to the city. He lives in the city. Let's go to the city and I can, introduce this gentleman to my friend's beautiful place, and it's a park right up the street, perfect safety. You get it? I'm always kind of thinking of you know, safety, convenience for me to be safe, to, you know, be close to if I'm taking the train or just a familiar place. So I think that's smart when dating. So we go, we meet at the deli. I get there a little bit before. But then my friends know, hey, it's a new friend. You know, we'll see, you know, we're going to go hang out. Oh, nice. So, you know, they're very protective. They have their eye out. Sparkling water. So we get there. Oh, he gets there. And, you know, they meet my bestie and her husband. And we order. He asks, you know, for recommendations on what sandwiches to get. Literally the best sandwich in San Francisco. No lie. Not because they're like my people. The best meats, high quality breads. So many different varieties. Check it out. So he got this great sandwich. I got my favorite sandwich. With like salami, cheese, lettuce, tomato. You know, that's my thing, okay? So we get some beers, we get our sandwiches, and we say goodbye, and we walk maybe two blocks up the street to a nice park. Summertime, sun was setting, maybe it was about 6 o'clock. So it was still perfectly bright out. Perfect. People were out in the park, their dogs. It was like the perfect setting. We find a nice place, everyone's social distancing. We put a little blanket. We have our sandwiches. He's really impressed by the sandwiches, of course. My friends are the best, right? They have the best. We're talking about our day, and everything's going good, and we're having a good time, right? I'm having a good time. We're even planning. He's actually planning date number 3, how he wants to come out my way after work, and we're gonna have another date because patios should be open by then, and he's so grateful that I came, and you know, held my hand, and it was just really cute. Well, then I happened to see an old friend, you know, at the park with his buddy playing, you know, catch. How convenient. So, you know, I said hello to him. I said hi, you know, I caught up. No, not caught up. How you been, you know, everything okay? It was like perfect. It was like the first time I was really been out. Kind of felt normal. You know, really good vibes. Like, it was just decent. Like, it was like, he came correct. Really had no really complaints. Like, he was okay enough. Definitely to go out again and see. Like, you know, we're totally different. I always like to date people who are different. But in a good way. Like, I'm sure he found some things interesting about me, and I found some things that are interesting about him. He was a professional athlete. So, and I don't date athletes. I usually steer away from them, but he was retired, and I thought, okay, maybe I can get some lessons. Like, open-mindedness, you know, like go hiking, very athletic, like on the level of 10, like super athletic, super motivated, very, very athletically built and just active. And I thought, oh, this is fun, you know, something, you know, I'm gonna get in real tip-top shape having a friend like this. I didn't think anything of it. I was just enjoying the moment, just enjoying the person, getting to know the person, being open, but you know, still setting, you know, my boundaries, letting him know who I am, what I stood for. He knew what I stood for, okay? It wasn't like I never said. Conversation number 1, I broke it down with my character. He broke it down with his character. So I thought there was no misunderstandings. I thought wrong. So, date number 2 ends. Cool. We're planning a date number 3. We're chatting, you know, he texts me in the day, da-da-da-da, how are you? Had a great time. Can't wait to see you again. Cool. I think I mentioned to him that I was going to work out with the trainer that day. He kind of got all like, well, you didn't invite me over to work out, or you didn't invite me over to. I'm like, but I didn't think I was supposed to. Like, I'm working out. You know, my friend's coming over, helping me. That's it. Well, then he says, guys, this is where it all begins. He says, but now, get a glass, get ready to drink. He says, I'm ready. Do you want to come over and have a sleepover? And I'm like, okay. You know, men will ask and try and whatever. You know, let them know whatever is best for you, what works for you, what are your boundaries. For me, no, I'm not comfortable coming to your home in a situation where, you know, I don't know you that well. I'm not ready for a sleepover. There's a major pandemic going on. But other than that, like, I don't know. Maybe people, that's what they do. But I thought it was like to say, oh, I was like, oh, no, I don't move that fast. Like to let him know, okay, I don't move that fast. And he would, you know, I thought would say, oh, okay, well, I just thought, you know, there's not nothing to do. Maybe you can come over, have a sleepover, and watch movies. At least play it off, right? Bellows. You know what he said? He said, now I said, I don't move that fast, you know. Okay, get it. He said, I do. And I said, okay. He joking, right? He's got jokes. I'm thinking, have a sense of humor, Shey. Because I'm very like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, heck no. You know, first he'd be like, oh, heck no. I don't have time for jackasses. Excuse my French. But he said, I don't. I said, well, maybe I said, it sounds like we got a problem here. Right? Thinking that he would like, check himself. Hold up, Bellas. I'm going to going back and look because, you know, I need to go back to those texts so I can give you the real tea and get the second part. Stay tuned. Okay, Bellas. So basically he said he wanted to have the sleepover, and I said I'd like to take things slow. I even resent him the text of me saying, like, did you really say that? And he says, yeah. He's like, well, I don't like to take things slow. And I kind of find it, don't you find it frustrating when, you know, I want to be able to touch you or be intimate in one way? And I'm like, guys, no. I don't even know his last name. Like, I knew nothing about him enough to even want to sleep over, to even want to be intimate, to even want to have, like, how is it frustrating? You know nothing about me, but not everyone is in my, you know, on my speed, right? And I'm learning that, and I can't expect that, and I wasn't upset at that, but I was like, no, and I was kind of bummed because, you know, he was a professional tennis player, pro, and I always wanted to learn tennis, and I thought it would be a great friend, so I was like, hey, we could be cool, like, no hard feelings, I get it, I run at a different speed, and not everyone is at my speed, and I know when I meet the right one, it won't be about that. Tip, sisters and brothers, if someone really cares about you and generally wants to get to know who you are, it's never about the physical, it's never about being intimate. Usually, to be honest, that's the last thing that they care about. So that is a red flag, and I'm grateful that he was honest and he could have played game. There's no hard feelings on the guy, like totally cool guy, but just the expectation that it was the third date and that he wanted a sleepover and it was frustrating to him just baffled me and just had me just like really like our dating patterns and systems are totally different now.